Burnley 0, Liverpool 3. That is how the game went, and it was actually, some very, very decent goals in there. Chris Wood has been credited with the own goal, which would have been a fantastic goal by Trent Alexander-Arnold from 35 yards out. Sadio Mane got on the score sheet with a beautiful finish from a layoff from Roberto Firmino, and Firmino himself got on the score sheet after some great work from Salah, and he puts it in the back of the net for the 50th goal by a Brazilian player, first Brazilian player to get to that landmark in the Premier League. So well done to Firmino, well done to every single player on that pitch today, because honestly I feel to a man that we played very, very well. We soaked up little bits of pressure here and there, similar to like some games that we play where we get to around the 70th minute, 65th, 70th minute or something like that, and the opposition team is starting to have a bit of possession here or there, starting to put some pressure on as well. But we soaked up that pressure as well. We soaked up their attempts as well. I think they had something like 6 shots and 2 on target the whole game. I actually felt before the game, I thought Burnley would actually present more of a challenge. If I'm being completely honest, I thought that having obviously seen us come up against Burnley over the last couple of seasons, they present a lot of challenges. But what I feel that contributed to us being able to keep the first clean sheet of the season, which is one of the things I wanted more than most from this game, was getting a clean sheet. I actually felt that Fabinho, if we're going to look at it section by section in terms of forwards, midfield and defence, man of the match in terms of the forwards would have been Bobby Firmino. Definitely. Got an assist, got a goal himself, and he was just absolutely magnificent to watch. Brilliant to watch. If I'm talking about the midfield, I'm looking at Fabinho. Fabinho was just everywhere, and I think it was Redmen TV tweeted something about Fabinho having go-go gadget legs. Honest to God. Like, I can't believe last year we signed Fabinho and we didn't play him for a long time. I really can't believe it, honestly. But he was magnificent. He was brilliant at doing what he does best, and I would say better than anybody in the league right now, at winning the ball back, moving it forward, and tackles and everything like that. He was and his headers as well. He was brilliant at winning the headers in the midfield, in my opinion, as well. Virgil van Dijk looked brilliant in this game. He looked exceptional in this game, and the stats on Sky Sports actually back it up. He was first to pretty much everything and second in 2 categories. Other than that, his passing was brilliant, ball retention, getting the ball back, winning, going forward as well. He was very, very good. That's the Virgil van Dijk that you know as the UEFA Player of the Year, who beat Messi and Ronaldo, and justifiably so, Rio Ferdinand. And then Adrian gets his clean sheet as well, and fully deserved, because he made, I think, 1 save, especially early on, and it was a good save as well, because especially when it's early on, you might be, not fully into the rhythm of the game, but he was very good himself, I felt. But I felt that the whole team, kind of following on from the Arsenal result as well, where we were playing at home, obviously now this time we were playing away, and I felt that we just continued what we did at Arsenal. We attacked well, we got the ball back in midfield very, very well, and the defence was very good as well. It just worked today. It worked really well. I'm so glad that we got the clean sheet. Didn't really concede, many chances, maybe more chances than I probably would have liked, having 6 shots, but a couple of them were a bit, adventurous ones from outside the box and such like that as well. But I just didn't feel that Burnley they didn't offer the threat that I felt Burnley would in my preview. I went for a 2-0 victory. I felt that we could keep a clean sheet, and I'm glad we did. We went one better in terms of the scoreline. And I just feel that, we had the possession, we moved the ball very well, the front line, everything just seemed connected. It seemed like a unit. Everybody was working so well together. And if I'm going to give an overall man of the match, it will most likely go to Firmino, because he got the assist, didn't he? He got the assist for Mane, yeah. Got the assist for Mane's goal, and he scored a goal himself. It would most likely go to Firmino, and that's deserved as well. But I would also be looking at Fabinho, to be honest. If I'm looking at who was really vital at the battles in the midfield, and I truly believe all over the pitch where any battles can take place, when it's our forwards against their defenders or their forwards against our defenders, I always feel you can set a precedent by winning the battles in the midfield, and I just felt that Fabinho was brilliant alongside Gini Wijnaldum and Henderson until Henderson got subbed off as well. I hope he's not injured or anything like that. He looked like he was limping a little bit, and I hope he's not injured or anything like that can stop him playing for us, because Henderson has been absolutely brilliant so far this season. Oxlade-Chamberlain then came in as well, and it was seamless. Didn't really notice a great deal change, to be honest. But I felt that Fabinho would be the one. For me, it's between Fabinho and Firmino, and I think I'm leaning more towards Fabinho, even though I know Firmino scored the goals and became the first Brazilian to score 50 goals in the Premier League. But I'm talking they are level. If I could give two man of the matches, it'd be both of them. It really would be. Van Dijk is also a massive shout as well, because he looked like probably the best Van Dijk we've seen this season, in my opinion. And not to say he's been terrible, but he just hasn't been at that level like he was today. And he had difficult players to deal with in Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood as well. He had difficult players, physical players, and aerial balls to deal with, and he dealt with them very, very well. But as did Matip. Matip dealt with them very well. Trent and Andy Robertson, both getting forward and also in defence, were very, very good. As I say, it was a very cohesive performance where the whole unit just worked together, worked very, very well, and I cannot be anything but happy with that performance, especially going into the international break now, as we will be. Going in with 12 points from a possible 12, we go back top of the league, and I think we're top of the league now for the international break. No one else can come close to it, but that's not important right now. For me, it is getting the maximum points that we can when we can, putting on good performances, scoring the goals that we need to, and keeping the clean sheets when we can as well. If we can get more clean sheets, and Alisson will be coming back as well, then I just feel that we're in a good place right now. I hate that the international break is coming, because I don't like the international break. I'll end up watching England just to watch some football, and it's going to be awful. That's just my feeling about it anyway. But regardless of any of that, really, really happy with the performance. Obviously, there was a little bit of a spat from Mané got substituted, and he was very, very angry and animated on the bench. Now, Jurgen Klopp has come out on Sky Sports in an interview and said, basically, I think they'd taken care of it in the dressing room. I think it's one of those heat of the moment things before he got subbed. Salah didn't pass the ball to Mane. Now, it does have to be said about Salah, the only downside about Salah's performance today is there were a couple of times. There was one time he got the ball and there was Firmino wasn't offside. It was quite early on in the game. Firmino wasn't offside. He literally could have slid Firmino through and could have got another goal there, but instead tried to take a shot on himself when he was surrounded by a couple of defenders. There was the chance that he could have slid through Mane as well before Mane got substituted, and that's probably what he's angry about. He had an opportunity to get another goal and it didn't come. I imagine it's just one of those things. Maybe football Twitter is going to make it into an absolute something that it absolutely isn't. It's probably just angry in the moment. Why didn't you pass me the ball? I was in a great position. I was in a better position than you. It's one of those things. I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. They're professionals at the end of the day. And it's just one of those things. He was in a better position to score. Salah sometimes has got to use his eyes a little bit more. While he is able to pull off the spectacular shot and score a spectacular goal, assess the options that are in front of you and the players that are in front of you as well. When you're playing alongside Firmino and Sadio Mane, you know that these guys can score just as well as you can. Trust them and use them as well. That would be my only criticism about today, but it's not even really a criticism in my opinion if you look at it with a level head. So, what were your thoughts about the game today? What did you think? Was it, a return to Liverpool of last season? And who was your man of the match as well? You might have differing opinions to me as well, depending on how you view the game as well. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And now we can go away and enjoy the rest of the weekend, watch the football tomorrow, and chill out for the next couple of weeks while the international break is on. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you are new around here. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.